Yo, what's up snipers, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild Gym mode. So in the last episode, we had the off season. We made a couple of signings and released a couple people, but our team looks a lot solider. So Schultz has grown up to an 87 now, and he's our first line center. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year. And then Granlund's dropped to an 83, but still second line forward. He's getting closer to his retirement, listed as an exact top 9 now instead of an exact top 6. So this might be his left on this deal. And then Larry Sewer is our third line center. Tay's our fourth line. But we did sign Tippett, we signed Albeling, and we signed, I think that was it. Wait, actually a defenseman. Yeah, and Jake McCabe. So our team doesn't look that bad all around. I'm hoping we have a good simulation this year and we make the Stanley Cup Finals or something. So yeah, that's basically our NHL team in case you guys didn't stick around till the end of last episode. So without further ado, let's get this season simulated. We're going to go all the way up to January 1st, see how the team's playing, and we'll check the player stats and all that stuff, and then we'll continue. So let's go all the way up to this game against the Boston Bruins. Let's see how we do in the preseason. 5-1 win, nicely done. 3-1 win. We're getting goals and we're playing good defense. Hopefully that continues in the regular season. Scouting assignment. Where do we want to scout? Didn't even look at the draft class this year. What do we need more of? Maybe some more forwards, because we have a lot of older forwards that might be close to retirement due. So might as well scout forwards. Larry Sewer might be our second line center if Granlund retires at the end of the season, because I might want to keep Granlund around for the playoffs, depending on how he drops throughout the season. So 5-1 in the preseason, our first game in the regular season, a nice victory over the Flyers on the road, and then we win in a shootout in New York, and we already have an injury to a top line forward. So Nick Ritchie has been injured till October the 16th, though that's not too long term. But Gonchar is going to be playing as our depth guy, I guess, because he's better than Lundestrom is. I might put Lundestrom in if we have a depth, like an injury to a centerman, but otherwise Gonchar is going to be our depth guy. So Nick Petan's getting first line time, as weird as that is. Hopefully Nick Petan can play pretty solidly up there. So we will put in Gonchar on this spot as well. There you go. He's getting his first chance to play in the NHL, I think, even too. Let's see if we could beat Buffalo. And Richie's already back right before the game ends. Wow. Okay, so Gonchar get replaced. It looked like McCabe said he was losing morale because of his ice time. But I guess he's listed as a top 4 defenseman at like an 81 overall, which is not good. Hopefully he doesn't drop a lot. If he does, we might have to trade him away right away at the deadline or something. And we lose back-to-back games against Buffalo, so McCabe playing bad against his former team, maybe. But now we're on a 3-game winning streak, ended by the Chicago Blackhawks, so Taze couldn't get it done against his former team. So it's a good year for rookies, apparently, with the draft class, so that is good news. We still have all our picks for this year, but we might eventually have to trade some of them away if we want to. So really good start here, 8-2-1. So I definitely think this team is going to make it back to the playoffs again. It's just a matter of fact how far we get. So I think we could get to the third round or the Stanley Cup Finals this year, because our team looks better on paper, I believe, than it did last year, because we got a bit of growth from our younger guys like Fitzgerald, and I think Kilger grew even from last season. Yeah, we're winning games and losing some games, but we still got a really good record here. Maybe we have a chance to win a President's Trophy this year. We have yet to do that, I think. And is it going to come up with a scouting assignment? I have a feeling it is. It's been really slow. Oh, there you go. Now it picks up. Game against Carolina, who does not look like they're going to be going back to the Stanley Cup playoffs. They've been in the finals 3 straight years, and now they have a really bad record. But we lost to them. We're on a 3. There's another win. Okay. We're still losing a lot of games as of recently. This month hasn't been the best for us, but we should be able to pick it up back in December, I think. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Game against the Avalanche, we win 3-0. Game against the Islanders. And Jonathan Toews has been injured with a mild concussion estimated return is December the 15th, so he's out for like 2 weeks. But that means Lundestrom could come in and get some ice time, I guess, because even though he's the worst overall of him and Gonchar, he's got probably better face-off stats. So there you go, Lundestrom, you could play there. He didn't play at all last season, so this is his first ice time in quite a long time. There you go, there's a win over Detroit, shootout win over the Leafs, and a beating of the Habs, and Taze is back. Good job, Jonathan. Yeah, I figured he'd get injured a lot more because he's old, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Kilger's back down to a 79, so I guess maybe it was just the preseason. He was an 80, but whatever. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be growing that much, so that trade might not have worked out really in our favor, the Arvidsson trade. I don't even remember who we got with the draft pick we acquired as well. Let's see, QMJHL, sure. I don't really care where we send out our scout. And Kilger has been injured as well, apparently. And Samuel Salas, oh my god, our medium elite goaltending prospect, out till March 13th in the AHL. That is really bad. Wow. Okay, so Manny McQuaid, you're going to be our starter. And Simon, you could come in. I don't care about Kessel, to be honest. I guess Kilger's injury must not be an actual injury. So, but damn, that hurts for the AHL club. Even though their record's really bad, Salo going down with an injury, that's probably going to slow down his growth a lot. So I don't know if he's actually going to reach that medium elite potential like we hope he would. So 24-10-2 at January 1st. Let's see what is clicking and what is not for this team. So we'll go to player stats, I guess, first. We're first in our division, that's good. 3 points above the Nashville Predators currently. Okay. Actually, let's check the team stats first. Because let's see where we are for power play and all that stuff. So, we are third best in the entire league. We are 9 points behind the Edmonton Oilers, though. So, the Edmonton Oilers, 29-7-1. So, I don't think we're catching up to them, to be honest. But goals for per game on average, we don't score a lot of goals, actually. We're all the way down here. So, it must be a really good defensive team. Yes, we are tied for the second best defensive team behind Calgary and the Oilers. The Oilers are letting less than 2 goals in per game. That's pretty crazy. Power play percentage. Were we near the bottom? No. What's our power play like right here? 18.1. That's not horrible. Could be better though. Our penalty kill looks really good though. Yeah, our penalty kill is the best in the entire league, 88.1%. So we're just a really good defensive team this year. We don't have any shorthanded goals, but we have a really good penalty kill. We're 10-8 on home ice, which is pretty bad. But look at that road record, 14-2-2. Wow, 9-0-1 our last 10. Good job, boys. Okay, now let's check player stats. What line is not clicking? Because maybe I'll make some line changes. Or maybe I won't. We've been winning games, so let's see. Forwards first, Kaprizov 32 points, Schultz 30 points in 36 games. That's definitely going to be his best season yet, because, yeah, he only needs 11 more points to pass his best season yet. So, yeah, he's actually been getting better each season. 29, 37, 41, 30 already. He's only got 6 goals, but he's a good passer, so not really surprised. Richie, 24 points, Kunin, 23, Fitzgerald, 21, nice. He's got 21 points in 36 games as an 80 overall. That's better than last season for sure, and his career best, I think. Almost his career best in way less games. Good job, Fitzgerald. Granlund, 19, but he's an 82 now. He's dropping off more. Yeah, hopefully we could win a cup for Granlund. Suter at 15 points. Taze 14 points. Not bad for a 79. Alboling 11 points, Tippett 11 points, Patan 7 points on that second line. Maybe I have to move Patan down and put Tippett up or something. And so on like that. Defenseman, how's Dumba doing this year? 19 points, so he's not playing as good. Probably his shooting stats and stuff are going down, I'd assume. Ruchin's got 16 points. Okay, not bad. But all our defensive core is all plus, so that's good. And how is our goaltending playing? Corson 18-6-1, 4 shutouts, a 940 save percentage, and a 1.83 goals against average. So this is definitely his best season yet. And then also Korobov's actually got a winning record, 6-4-1 so far. Not too bad. So let's see, what do we want to do here? I think I'm going to edit that second line though, because if Patan only has like 6 points and he's on the second line, that's a bit of a problem. So maybe that's why we've been losing some games. So Patan, yeah, we're going to replace you with Tippett on the second line. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. You know what, actually what we are going to do, we're going to put Granlund on the wing. We're going to put Tippett there. We're going to put Kunin in the center. So now Tippett actually could play in his right wing slot, and then Granlund could play on the left side because he's a left-handed shot, and then you got Kunin at center instead. So yeah, that's the only move I'm going to make with the lines, because I don't want to screw up like player morale and all that stuff. But hopefully that helps us win even more games. I know we're top 30 of our division, but might as well pad that lead a bit. So we're going to go all the way up to the trade deadline now, and I don't think we're going to make any trades unless we for some reason lose all the rest of the games. And wow, Nick Patan's been injured right off the bat for 6 days only. I put him on a different line and he gets injured. Interesting. Albling go there. Gonchar go there. I could have just went replace player, I guess, but whatever. Oh, I guess Patan's on a certain line. He's on the 3-on-3 lines. I don't know why he's there. Gonchar, go in there. There you go. Okay, so we start off 2027 with 2 straight losses, and Patan's already back. Seriously, all these line changes annoy me sometimes. So centers, I think he was a right winger. Yes. So there we go. Patan, you could go there. Albling's the 4th line or left winger. Let's see if we can go back to winning ways. We're on a 3-game losing streak now. A 4-game losing streak, and they're all home games too, actually, for that matter. We're a really bad home team, holy. There's a home win now. And now we're on the road where we've been really good this season. Now let's see if we could continue that against Nashville. I have a feeling there's a scouting summit going to pop up because it's being slower. It's just because it's around where the All-Star game usually is. There you go, game against Nashville. It's a shootout win, so another road win, but we're a really bad home team. Justin Falk in a 4th for a 2nd, Goligoski in a 3rd. That's a bit of a blockbuster. I don't really want to bring in Falk because I don't have any room to play him on the defensive core. Like, I know he's pretty good, but he's already 34. He's already got a lot of years left. Like, I know he's a Minnesota native, which would be kind of interesting. Like, if he had 1 year left, maybe I'd do it. But 4 years, I don't think I want to do that. Now we are on a 4-game winning streak, ended by the Flyers with a 1-0 shutout. Oh no, Bear Schultz, our top line center, has been injured till February 5th, so that's not that long term, but still, our top line center has been injured. We'll move Sorare to the top line instead, and we will put in Lundestrom there, even though it's going to replace Lundestrom in Schultz's lines and everywhere. I'm going to put him there. So there's another win. John Carlson, no, he's old. I remember seeing him in the free agency. He's not as good as we'd hope. Olofsson, top 9 forward, 1 year left. What is this guy? Is he a real player even? Yes, he is. Victor Olofsson, 79. No, thank you. Don't know why you're offering me him. Nick Schmaltz. That's interesting as well, but I don't really need another center at the moment, unless I move out Granlund as well. So we're going to send out our scout now for, let's go defenseman. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so Bear Schultz is back. Good news. Because it was a bit of a bummer not having Bear in the lineup. I don't even know what to nickname him. You guys should come up with some like nicknames for him, because his first name is Bear, so we could call him like Bear Grylls, you know, or I don't know, the Grizz or something along those lines. So we start off February with a nice 5-1 win over the Ducks. No, thank you. I don't want John Carlson. Why would you sign him to a 3-year deal? We're getting offered an elite player and a top 6 player for our 1st this year and a 3rd. Who is this Hobbs guy? Probably a low elite. Low elite, 83 overall, 25 years of age. That's interesting, but the thing with that is we'd have to move out McCabe or use McCabe as a depth defenseman. And then Morrison, 80 overall, third line checking forward. I don't know where I would put him in. Unfortunately, I don't think I could do this trade. Like, Hobbs would be interesting. It's just because they don't want to sign him because they have 1 year left. Like, they would help us out probably with a playoff run, especially Hobbs, considering he's an 83. But the thing is, yeah, I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, he's listed as a top 4 as well, so he might lose more because of ice time. So unfortunately, I'm going to reject that trade. I would do it if, like I said, if I knew for certain I could move out like someone like McCabe, or if I had the roster spots available. And once again, our AHL team is playing like shit. I think our AHL team has literally not made the playoffs in like almost since the beginning of the series. If you guys want to look back and see when they last made it, that'd be awesome. Sabrin for Sheary. No, I don't need Connor Sheary. So we are on a 3-game winning streak. This is getting really slow. Trade offers coming in. We're definitely going to be making the playoffs. That's a given because with that record, 34, 16, and 3, we shouldn't lose every single game of the rest of the season. We're not going to pull a 2BC and lose every single game like what he did almost with Vegas. John Klingberg's on waivers, 76 overall depth defenseman. He's listed as a top 6 though. Nah. He's got 3 years left. Why would you sign him to 3 years, Chicago? He only wanted 1 year, I think. Like a 3-year deal for a guy that's already like 35. That's kind of ridiculous. Why is it so slow? Are we going to get another trade offer or something? I apologize for this, guys. Must be just the trade offers and all that stuff coming in. So, Akil Thomas, who was in the first round in 2018, didn't reach his potential, and a 5th for our 3rd and a 5th. Let's see Akil Thomas. He had top 6 potential at the draft, but now he's a top 9. 79 overall. I don't really need him. He would be better than probably putting in like someone like Taves, but Taves hasn't been that bad for us. Domi for a first inching, no thank you. I don't feel like we need to make any trades. Like, we'd have to scratch one of our wingers if we did that. And another injury. Luke Kunin's been injured till March the 2nd. So let me edit the lines and I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay guys, so I moved Surrey to the 2nd line left wing spot, but Granlund is centerman and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully that doesn't screw around with our winning and losing. Are we going to get another trade offer? Seriously, this is going super slow this month. Yes, we are. So Falcon, Howla, and a 4th. So we get a hometown boy, a guy that used to play for the Wild, and a 4th for our 1st, a 2nd, Saprikin, and a 3rd. No thank you. I'm not doing that trade. I don't have the spot to put in Falcon. I don't really need Howla, to be honest. I'd rather keep our young guys in the lineup over somebody like Howla that's probably 32, 33. I don't even know how old he is. Miro Heiskanen for a 1st is like our prospect in a 2nd. That's interesting too, because Heiskanen is probably still pretty young and he's an elite player. 27, 85 overall. That's pretty nice. However, I don't know where we would slot him in. He's only got 1 year left as well, so we'd have to re-sign him. Let me just check something for a second. I want to see how our defense is. Like, we'd have to probably get rid of McCabe somehow as well. If we wanted Heiskanen. Sabrin is growing pretty good though. He's up to a 60. So McCabe's still an 81 and he's happy with his ice time, looks like. Mostly everybody is. I don't want to screw up anything with... Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, I'm just going to leave this. I would do this trade if I didn't have so much young defensemen that I want to play. Thanks anyways. Akil Thomas again. No thank you. I think we should be good without making a move almost this year. Stop offering me that Arizona. Luke Kunin is back. Okay, good. So this is just should be a quick change. So Lindstrom was where... There you go. Luke Kunin. Kunin goes back up to here. Granlund goes back to here, and then Taze and Sure go back there. There you go. Okay, game against the Edmonton Oilers. Come on, boys, let's get another win here. Yeah, Edmonton's a really good team this year, 46-14-3. Hopefully the Jets aren't in the playoffs because I know they're going to be one of those teams that are hard to beat if we manage to play them. And last game before the deadline here on March 1st against the Ducks, Roman Josi, no thanks, is a 2-0 loss. So we are 38-21-3, not a bad record. Let's see where we are currently in the standings. We are currently first still in our division by 5 points. So I think I'm not going to make any moves at all. Yeah, I'm not going to make any moves. But let's just show you guys for something else again, what trades actually did happen here at the deadline. Or what actually, let's just go a day after this. Or else you won't be able to see what actually happened at the deadline. But yeah, we'll see what trades happened at the deadline just so you guys could know. And also for my Google Sheets page. So there you go. Let's see if there's any blockbuster trades that have happened around the NHL this year. I don't usually make a lot of trades, it seems like, in this GM mode, but it doesn't really matter because we got some good prospects and stuff, so eventually we'll have to start probably making trades. But so player pick and trade, and that's where I was supposed to go. So go back to the first trade. There's a lot of trades that have happened this year. So Lucas Johansson and a 4th to St. Louis for Nick Schmaltz, a 4th and a 5th. Hobbs to Washington from Los Angeles, so they traded away that defenseman for a 2nd, Sam Steele and a 5th. Jake Bean and Matthew Rolson to Chicago for Hackett in a 1st, and Wong Vig. Don't know who some of these guys are even. Martin Cass to Los Angeles with a 5th for Downing and a 6th. Tampa Bay got Essel Lindell, Sam Steele, and Remy Ellie, I think his name is, from Los Angeles for Taro Sikola in a 4th. So that means Sam Steele was traded twice in the last month. Interesting. Jason Dickinson to Detroit from Carolina for Masonev in a 1st. Klimchuk in a 6th to the Vancouver Canucks for a 2nd, and Rulu. DSP to Washington again from Los Angeles for Dominic Turgeon. So I guess DSP is still playing. He must be pretty old by now. Teravainen to Detroit from Carolina for LeBeau in a 2nd. Downing in a 4th. So Downing again gets traded. I think it's the same Downing in a 4th to Pittsburgh from Carolina for Kasperi Kapanen in a 4th. Steven Santini to Nashville from Buffalo for a 4th. Akil Thomas to San Jose with a 5th for Ryan Merkley in a 5th. Hobson Card in a 6th to Los Angeles from Boston for Walter Beach and Dominic Turgeon, who got traded again. So a lot of players getting traded multiple times in the last month. Interesting. So it was looks like a busy trade deadline or busy month for trades in the NHL. Let's now sim the remainder of the season, and then we'll check the player stats and who we're up against in the first round, because I'm pretty sure we're going to win a lot of these games coming up. We started off with a loss against the Oilers and the Blues. Come on, guys. We need to win some games here. Eric Goligoski in the AHL has been injured. Oh my god, now the injuries are piling up. Eric Fitzgerald's been injured with a pull groin. I'm just going to edit lines quickly because this is a small move. Kilger goes there. And like I said, Gonchar is going to be playing in every single depth of wing spot. And then Lundestrom is for center wise. There you go. Samuel Salo is back for the AHL club. Wow. I'm sorry this episode might be a bit long. It's just because of all these injuries that have happened. So, Salo, 56. Damn. Yeah, I don't think he's growing. Might be trade bait. Let's see. There's a win finally over the Dallas Stars. But then we lose again. Come on, guys. We want to win a decent... Well, we want to at least get home ice in the playoffs. So we'll put in Eric Fitzgerald back in the lineup. He's an 81 now. So he is growing. One of his first major injuries in the NHL. Well, that wasn't major, but first injury really in the NHL. Let's go defenseman in the WHL. So much pop-ups in the last while, and Eric Goligoski. Let's just continue. I know he's a low top 6, but still. Yeah, the AHL club is playing like crap. They don't even have 20 wins yet on the season, and they almost have 50 regulation losses. There you go, winning some games now. There you go, that's the team I want to see. 4 straight in a row. 6 straight games with at least a point. And Kirill Kaprizov has been injured till I don't know if that's in the playoffs already, but that's not good. Not a good time for Kaprizov to get injured. He has not been injured in a couple seasons, I think, now. So I'm going to edit the lines quickly, guys, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay, guys, so I moved Fitzgerald to the first line spot just to give him a little bit more experience. Now Patan has been injured. Well, let's just go replace player for now. The lines after the end of this episode, pretty much. What is with all these injuries happening right at the end of this video? Yeah, we've made the playoffs at least. I don't know if we're going to have home ice. Can we get a 48th win here against Chicago? Pro Horkins back. Let's just go continue. And we win 3-0, but Chicago had 21 overtime or shootout losses. That's like the most I've ever seen. Interesting. But we go 48, 29, and 5 in the 2026-27 season. And we have made the playoffs, and we clinched our division. So that's the first time I think we won our division with 101 points. Pretty respectable. Let's take a look at our player stats and the team stats for the entire season, and we'll check who we're up against in the first round. So Kaprizov had 70 points in 77 games before his injury. A bit of an off year in comparison to last year, but still pretty good considering he was injured. Bear Schultz, 62 points, best season yet, 18 goals, 44 assists, nicely done. Dumba, 55, Richie, 49, wow, that's a bit of a drop off too. Kunin, 44, Fitzgerald, 40 points, yes, Fitzgerald. And he scores a lot of goals too, he almost scores as much as he assists, so he might be a pure shooter once we get him up to the 86, 87 range. Granlund, 37, Ruchin, 35, Sure, 32. It actually looks like a lot of players got a decent amount of points, so pretty good depth on this team. Like even Lundestrom had 5 points when he was a depth guy. Gonchar had 3 and 10. Goaltending, Corson, 39, 20, and 4, 11 shutouts, 938 save percentage, and a 1.8 goals against average. So I think Corson, even though his win-to-loss ratio is not the greatest, I think he has a chance of winning the Vezina this year. With 11 shutouts, that's a lot. And less than a 2 goals against average, that's his best season by far. Because I think usually during the regular season he has 2.6 goals against per game or something. Let's just check the entire league actually. Because usually I don't check the entire league. So wow, Connor McDavid 108 points, Kucherov 105. Wow. So goal scoring wise, I know we didn't get anybody. Tarasenko 61 goals. Wow. Assist leader was Chalapik with 65. Point leader, like we just said, was Connor McDavid 108. Plus minus, Puljujärvi plus 47. Yeah, that Edmonton first line playing really good. Hopefully we don't run into the Oilers this year. Penalty minutes, Pikal 96. Yeah, that guy gets in a lot of fights. Power play goal leader, Tarasenko with 15. Power play points, Chalapik with 33 power play points. Wow. The heck did that come from? Shorthanded goals, 6 for Christian Fischer. That's a lot of shorthanded goals for one player. Shorthanded points, yep, Christian Fischer again. Game-winning goals, Stamkos. Shooting percentage for somebody that's played a lot. Tarasenko looks like 18.3%. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to go into details with the other statistics. Let's just quickly check the goaltending because I think Corson might have a chance to win the Vezina this year. Depends if they count wins and losses. Oh no. Looks like Francis Douglas, an 84 overall goaltender, might win it. 47, 15, and 4. 8 shutouts, 930 save percentage, and a 2.02 goals against average. But if you look by goals against average per game, Corson has the best for a starting goaltender. So that's a tough one to see. Is it the player that won more games, or is it the player that had better save percentage and goals against? And then Jokela also for the Oilers played really good as their backup. Okay. Now let's just quickly check the standings. Who finished in what and what did what for us, and then we'll check who we're up against in round 1. So Edmonton 59-17-6. Wow, that's a crazy good season. We finished, where did we finish? 8th in the league, so we finished probably around what we did last year, I think. Goals for per game on average. We were actually one of the worst offensive teams in the entire league, but we were probably the best defensive. Yeah, we were the second best defensive team, so the reason we made the playoffs is because we were really good defensively. Power play percentage, not the greatest actually. 17.9%, so it dropped off since I last checked. But our penalty kills stayed great throughout the entire season. Finishes second with 88.3%. Nice. Shorthand goals for, we had 3. We are 19-21-1 on home ice, so we were bad on home ice. But look at that road record, 29-8-4, 7-2-1 in our last 10. So there's that. Now let's see who we are up against in the first round. Hopefully it's somebody that we could easily beat. If it's someone like the Oilers, it's going to be a really tough battle because the Oilers had that great season. They were basically like the Jets from last year. So let's see. It's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights. Wow, this is the first time we've ever had to play Vegas. Interesting. Let's see what their lines look like. I'm assuming they still have some of their players from back in the first year, but you never know. Could be a pretty young team. So Alex Tuck, Edgar Triff, 25 years old, 88 overall. And then you got Brian Street. So you got 2 really good players there. Second line, you got Dean Griffith with Nick Suzuki and Drake Kajula. I won't say Kagula, but it's Kajula. Valentin Zikov with Tim Menard and Andrew Guerra. So a lot of young players actually. Cody Glass with Steven Pisani and Tyler Bearbell. Oh, that guy. That's one of the guys that we could have drafted, but we took, I think, Fitzgerald instead of him. Has he been 20 points in 82 games? Not the greatest. And he was a -13. Defensively, though, that top 2 is pretty good. Jared McIsaac, he won the Norris last year, I think, with Nathan Boyle, 90 overall, and he's only a 23-year-old. Wow. And then you also got Craig Coyle, Theo Cook, Julius Honka, and Norm Goodbranson. Who's in net for them? Stuart Skinner and Coop. Oh, it's like a bit of an EHE's goaltending. Hopefully we can beat them still. And then scratch, they have Antons, Walsh, and Brandstrom. So not the scariest team overall wise. They have some really good youth and good players and stuff like that, but I don't think any of these guys have playoff experience really, because I don't remember Vegas being in the playoffs as of recent. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Minnesota Wild Geomode. So next episode, we'll take it to Game 1 back at the XL Energy Center up against the Vegas Golden Knights. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.